Everyone, it's Mitch from sportschatplace.com and pickdogs.com. It is Saturday, August 29th, 2020. Doing a special live show. I kind of lost it there during the regular show. I was just once in a while, man, you just get, well, it's happened to me a lot over the past week or so. We've just had a lot going on behind the scenes, kind of let it go onto the camera, and it's like you get hammered on these YouTube comments, and I'll tell you, man, even after all these years, they still kind of get to me. So just came on to basically apologize to everyone. I'm going to do a free-for-all show with you guys. I'll just do it by myself unless one of the guys want to come on with me. They're welcome to come on. If Rod, Brian, or Chris are watching, they want to come on, or any of the other cappers from Pick Dogs, Sports Chat Place, welcome to come on. I'm just going to do a free-for-all show. Just answer your guys' questions, go over the games. If I have a premium pick on it, I'm going to say I have a premium pick on it. If I don't, I don't. But I'll just sit here and I'll stay as long as you guys want, and I'll answer your questions. Kind of, what happened is I let a few guys get under my skin this morning, and I kind of just, let it bother me. And sometimes, when you're live on camera, you don't really get a chance to regroup. You don't have that opportunity to just, to regroup and get yourself and kind of like say, all right, man, this is what we're doing today. And it's like, I know there's 600 people watching and, two jerks, and it's like, I think what happened is that, I tried to answer some people's questions during the show, and I always try and do that, while the questions are still relevant, while those people are watching, so I can help them out. So, let's do it. If anyone has any questions regarding any of today's games, looks like game one has started in Minnesota, in Detroit. The Twins starting it off with a hit right out of the gate. We've got Atlanta, Philly getting ready to start. Yankees and Mets have started, and Cleveland and St. Louis starting in just a minute. So, if anyone has any questions, I'm here, and I'm going to hang out for just a little bit. Rockets versus Thunder. I kind of like the under in this game. I think a lot of people are looking for the over in this one. I have a premium pick on the side, but on the game, I'm thinking that this game stays under. The reason why is because I think the public is all over the over. They know Westbrook is playing, so it's just a lot of offensive firepower out there. But what we've seen in the last two games is the Thunder have dictated the pace, and they have in all of the games throughout the season with the Rockets. They've dictated the pace. They've been able to slow the pace on the Rockets. The only time the Rockets have had any success against the Thunder this season were those two games that they beat them in this series. But outside of that, the Thunder have dictated the pace against the Rockets, and they know you're not going to run with the Houston Rockets and get very far. You're going to have to keep it at a deliberate pace. You're going to have to D up. And, I think with everybody going to the over here, I feel pretty good on the under. So that's where I am with that one. Yep. And this is, it's like I know you guys are always still here with me, and that's why I came back on. I just felt bad, This one I have premium pick too, but I have the, on the total. I like the under in this one too. I think that Portland, their only shot is to D up. And the Lakers generally a defensive team. When you have superstar players, they're superstars because they play defense. I like the Mariners in this one. The Angels are gigantic favorites in this one, and you guys know I'm just down on the Angels this year. I just think that they're way overrated. So I just think that the Mariners are just where all the value is. And I think in baseball, more than any other sport, because the season is so long, because there's so many games, because, you see these gigantic favorites, it's all about the value. You're not going to go 90% in baseball. Nobody does. There's nobody that has like a gigantic winning percentage in baseball. Maybe the liars, out there. Oh, I hit 85% in baseball. Yeah, then you made, 6 picks and you got lucky. That's the only way. You have to kind of go with the value, and it's like you're gonna take some hits, where it's like you take a team that you think is a great value and they're down 7-0 in the first inning, and that's part of it. That's part of winning in baseball is taking those big hits. So definitely willing to take my chances with the Mariners, especially Justice Sheffield. Dylan Bundy's had a good start to the season, but he hasn't been as impressive lately. Yeah, it's not easy. I apologize, for kind of like clamming up and everything at the end of the show. It's just I didn't know what to say, and it's like I didn't want to say anything or go off on anybody or do anything like that. And I was kind of just like, you know what? Maybe I am talking too much, So what? So now I'm here by myself, so I'm free to talk as much as I want. And I'm sure the Puck Dogs, and everybody after the show, all the guys were kind of, we get it, I have a premium pick on this, but it's the Bucks is my premium pick on this game. I just think that, the Bucks, we saw them in the first game not take it all that seriously. We saw them pay the price for it, and I think that they know. This team is also focused, and it's like, I know it seems like they might not be focused on the game, but they know what happens when they're not focused on the game. So I expect the Bucks to come out and really, they've done a number on the Magic the last 3 games. And I had them the other day before the cancellation. I'm sticking with that pick. I'm not a hockey guy, and that's how we got the Puck Dogs here. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, and it's before they even had the Panthers, so it was just a long time ago. And we didn't have hockey, so I didn't grow up with hockey. We used to get it like once a week on TV, or when NBC had it, we saw it then, and then we'd get the Montreal Canadiens, which was odd, but those were the games that we got. Guy Lafleur and Ken Dryden, and really that's all the hockey that I had ever seen growing up. When I was in college, I went to Boston University, which was a hockey school, and I started following it then, but it never really. It's not like in my blood like college football is. And that's why we have the Puck Dogs. I used to just flip a penny when people asked me about hockey games. But what we've seen in the hockey that I really like is a lot of underdogs. Yeah, I mean, so last night I was 2-2 in my games. I had the A's that got canceled. This game's coming up right now. They're actually at the plate. I like the Cardinals a lot in this one. I just think Flaherty is the better option, especially after last night's beatdown. Shane said he wants to come on with me. He's welcome to do it. Thanks, Billie Jean. Appreciate it. I appreciate everybody out there. I really do. And it's like you hear stuff about yourself out there, and it's the nature of anybody, whether you're Billie Jean, who does real estate, or you're like any of you guys, that the people that have their picture and are willing to be accountable and all that stuff. If you say enough things and you're willing to share your opinion and you're willing to put yourself out there, then you're willing to put yourself out there. You're going to get criticized. It's and it's usually from people that are just the cowards of the cowards, right? They won't even put their face out there. They you send them an email, call them out on something, they don't even answer you. You're right. It's like. That makes it away. I don't know what the 242 is. It must be a new one. I don't know. I'll have to look. The old penny flip. You know it. Goran, who wrote on our site, he writes on our site. English is his second language, and I worked with him on his writing specifically, and it's been an awesome transformation to watch. So it's possible. See what else we got. Yeah, the underdogs have been doing it. I know Spread Knowledge loves the Vancouver Canucks. They've been all over them, and the Flyers. That's what my wife says. Just delete the trolls. They're such a distraction. But a lot of times it's like, even if they're deleted, you still see it. It's like, and I've been doing this for 15 years. Almost 15 years. And I've been dealing with the trolls for as long as that is. And it's still, some days it just gets you. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, a lot of times you just laugh at it. It's just funny. But sometimes it's just tough. I don't, I know other sites and other people, they talk about how much work they do and how much everything, like that. But the reality is that, is that I put a lot of work into this, and I put a lot of time and a lot of money in it. And it's, and I have all of these cappers and all of these people that work behind the scenes. And, most of these guys, as Cleveland hits a home run to get the game started here. Ramirez just blasted one over the fence. 1 out. Not the start we were looking for. Yeah, at the end of it all, I'm just a human, underneath it. And that is pretty much it, It's like I am, That's all at the end of the day. So it's like I have feelings. I'm a real person. I don't, have a fake identity and a fake picture and a fake name. Like I could sit here and list all the handicappers that are fake people. I know I know at least 15 of them out there that are, at least. And, I'm not one of those people. It's like I got nothing to hide. But at the same time, it makes me more vulnerable than those people as well. Yeah, you would be taken more seriously if you add your name and your photo. I was told to see. So originally, here's a story about this one, Johnny. When I first started, I used to call myself Miami Mitch. Okay, because I'm from Miami, and that was always my nickname in college. And my mentor, the guy who kind of taught me the internet, and this is the difference between me and all the other handicapping sites out there, is these guys are like sports handicapping sites, and they're that's why they're always talking about money and selling and all these other things. I'm just, I come from the blogging community. So my mentors told me you need to be authentic, real, and accountable. And the only way to do that is have your real picture and your real name. That is how you do it, and that's how you build trust with your audience. And I think I've done that, but I've also opened myself up. A lot of things that people say, I don't want to put my name out there, picture, I don't want people to see it or whatever. Well, I got news for you. There's, and I'm not like saying anything about me or like how popular I am or something like that, but there's little chance that you're gonna be out there in front of as many people as me and Brian and Rod and Chris, all real people, right? Are in front of, every single week. I mean, 1.6 million people watch our YouTube channel every month. 3 million people read our website. We're at 5 million people a month that see us. We're not even counting like the Facebook people, right? I mean, so it's well over 5 million at this point. So it's, I'm out there. I know that. So it's like, and I've never had a problem where I felt unsafe. I mean, I've had people threaten me, of course, I got my first death threat, I think 2 months into doing this stuff. Bahamas. Yeah, I love the Bahamas. Actually, I have 2 really good friends that live in Nassau, and I bet you know them. If the Bahamas is one of those places where everybody knows everybody, but I have 2 really good friends there, and I bet you know both of them, is my guess. I have 3 friends from there, and I bet you know all 3 of them. I could tell you their names. Send me an email and a message, and I'll tell you these guys' 3 names, and you'll tell me you'll know them or their family or whatever. It's like I know it's Bahamas is one of those places. They're all from Nassau. Flaherty gets out of it in the first. Anyways, yeah. So Steve has a changing schedule, and I'm not really sure. I haven't been that much in touch with Steve since he kind of went back. Steve, he's one of those guys. He has a regular thing that he does, and he does the handicapping on the side. And I kind of got him into the handicapping because I thought he was a really good guest and informative about sports and picking and stuff like that on the show. So Steve has a different schedule now, so we're just trying to figure it out. I'd like to get him on the 6 o'clock show first. And then from there, because I know his schedule is so tight that it's just, we don't want to see him implode like I do, right? You already got one of me here. I got upset because people were saying that I was cutting Jeter off, and I've been hearing this for a while, that I've been cutting people off, and I know I cut people off. But it's like I don't stop them from talking. It's like I try and address the comments when they come through, and that sometimes means cutting people, short. I mean, if you let Jeter talk, he'll take up the entire hour, right? Jeter will just sit there, he'll filibuster you, talking about, I'm not even sure what he's saying after a while. Because it's NASCAR, right? Not a sport that I really follow. Great guy, Jeter, right? I mean, he's certainly, I can say this about him, because I would say it to his face, and he'll admit the same thing. It's easier said than done, man. Easier said than done. I like the White Sox. I don't love the prices on the White Sox these days. Don't like it. No, I don't scuba dive. I've snorkeled a few times. We have fantastic diving and snorkeling here where I live, Maui, at Honolulu Bay, which is one of the best surf spots in the world. There's in the summer months. It's also one of the great diving spots in the world. And then right outside our house is Molokini Crater, which is one of the really, really popular diving spots. So I don't think it's anything close to Honolulu. But I'm going to sit here and answer you guys' questions as long as people are here. I'm not the owner. It's our community. Well, I'm sure you'll find plenty of people here to dive with you. Let's look at Tampa. Let's look at the line and see exactly where we are with the Rays. Lopez is good. I mean, there's probably a reason that money is coming there. So what happened? The reason why I picked Hawaii to move to was it took me a long time. Like when I first started the website and left my day job to do this full time, it took me a lot to get to the point where I could take a vacation. It took years actually, and that's what it's like when you start a business. But which what websites are. When you leave your job, you do it full time. This is what I do, right, for a living. So. Well, I can tell you, Sean, that my three friends, this is their first names, okay? Eddie, Dana, and Mark. And I bet you know all three of them. Anyways, I'm positive you do. Anyways, because I know it's a close community. But anyways, when I was able to take a vacation, the first year that I was able to take a vacation, my wife's cousins had like a timeshare in Cabo. So we went there for vacation. Actually, we had gone to Belize the year before, and that was awesome. And then her cousins had a timeshare in Cabo, and like the whole time we were at this place in Cabo, all they tried to do was sell us a timeshare. And it was just like, this is not vacation. So what I said at that point was like, from now on, we're going to Hawaii for vacation. So the next year we went to Kauai, and while we were in Kauai, I realized that the games were over 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. And, I was in Chicago where the baseball games ended, 2, 3 in the morning if they're extra innings on the West Coast. It was like, man, this would give me a whole different life. I could go to the movies. I could go out to dinner. I could do things, because I would have to stay home and wait for these games to be over. I used to write a lot of the articles on the site. I used to write myself. Up until maybe 3 years ago, I wrote just as much as any of the other guys on the site. Who do you think will win the World Series? I hope it's the White Sox. That's for sure. Nice. I'm from Kendall. The old Kendall. I went to, I was thrown out of Sunset High School. I would have gone to Killian, but they rezoned me. Yeah, I do videos from everywhere because this is what I love to do. I do what I love to do. It's like I don't do it for any other reason. A lot of guys, they just do it for the money, and I think you could tell, But I do it because I love it. Dana is the guy, not Dina. Dana is his name. I'm sure you know him. Eddie B. Mark L. But I'm sure you know those guys. The Cardinals hit one deep, and what a catch by Cleveland. Oh no, it's off the wall. I thought it was a home run. They've hit 3 balls off Carrasco extremely hard. All of them landed in their gloves. That one, the guy hit the wall and the ball bounced out. Got any more questions? Any more games? I'm here. I'll stay for a couple more minutes. But kind of checking my email, doing all that stuff. So the afternoon show is going to be Tony T. The morning show is going to be me with the guys. Awesome, man. Welcome. We're just kind of just doing a special show. I'm doing just what we call the free-for-all style, where I just kind of answer audience questions, about games. If I don't have a premium pick, giving picks. If, or anything else, man. Any other questions? I don't really know hockey. That's part of the problem. I think the Puck Dogs, I would stick with them on the hockey. Yeah, I like that one. I like the Brewers on the run line for sure. I do like the White Sox on the run line today. I do like them there. I just think that after yesterday, it kind of left a mark. They had guys on the bases the whole time and couldn't convert. Just get you. So maybe the Royals kind of, I don't know. Especially with Cease. But Singer hasn't been bad. I kind of like the under in that game. My YouTube, I did an interview. That was about 2 years ago from my house. Yep. And that just talks about like how I got started and where I am now. That's my mentor. His name's Yaro Stark. Yeah, Dana, I forget his last name. I will remember it. But I like the Giants. They're my dog of the day. Hello. I like the Rays, but the line's dropping. I think someone might know something. I got premium play in that game. The Indians game is already on. It's 1-0 Indians. The Braves game, I like the over. That game is already on too, I think. Yep. I like the over. I don't think so. It depends the game. It depends, on the game, whether I'm over or under. But I think that the public generally leans towards overs, so that's why I like the unders. And just like the public loves favorites and unders, favorites and overs, and that's why I like dogs and unders. I just like to win, and that's really usually where we find it. It's kind of cool doing this show like this. Feel a lot more relaxed than I did this morning. I don't know. I kind of got into it with Charles this morning about the spread knowledge stuff. I was just, it was kind of a mess, his spread knowledge stuff, and I was like, how can I possibly go on and promote your product? Should we call Charles and see if he'll come on and maybe do some spread knowledge stuff? Anyways, this is cool. We have less than 100 people watching. It's like, so I used to work on Wall Street. And I worked on the trading desk in NASDAQ. And then I worked in Chicago. I was working at a family office, an investment firm as well. And I used to send out a newsletter to all my friends with my college football picks. And someone said, you should put these on the internet. You should put your picks on the internet. They're always really good. They're like, you'll get tons of people would be interested in your college football picks. So I just started. So I did. I typed into Google, what is a blog? I started entering my picks. The first month I hardly had any people. Most people quit before the miracle happens. And it's like hardly any people came. And then I started giving out a lot of winners. And word got out that there was a guy out there that can pick winners. And that was me. And all of a sudden, millions of people started coming. It took a while. Yeah, a lot. I mean, because of Westbrook, No, I don't have a premium in the Rays game. 4 pick. I love the message that the SEC and the ACC and the Big 12 said to the Big 10 and the Pac-12. You guys don't matter anyway. We're just gonna have a season. Who cares if you guys are playing? You guys never win anything anyway. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one. Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. I think Roy better have his wheels on because Mike Tyson, he hits like a Mack truck. Yep, the college football place. Robert's been around a long time. I used to be based out of the Merchandise Mart. 1871 Chicago was where I would go during the day to work on the website, and then at night, and the videos and stuff were all from my house in Chicago. It's the one I enjoy the most. I don't know if I have the most success in it. I think it's year to year with these sports. People say this is my sport, but I think it's year to year. Go White Sox, baby. Yeah, I'm stubborn. You call it persistence. A lot of people call it stubborn. I haven't been surfing nearly as much. We haven't had a lot of waves recently, but also I've been so busy since sports restarted. I just haven't had a lot of time to do it. What happened is that we had sports chat, and then I went through all that other crap that I've already talked about in depth, and then I started Pick Dogs, and then I got sports chat back, and then right after I got sports chat back, we had the COVID thing. So it was like I never really had this environment where I had 2 sites. So instead of doing a launch and then coming back after COVID with just the 2 sites and trying to manage my way through that, of course I had to start the multi-capper premium site on top of it. So we did that, and then we have some new stuff coming out this week. You'll want to sign up for the newsletter for sure. And it's not a promo here for the newsletter. Basically, the reason why I'm saying that, and the 80 people that are watching this, I'll tell you exactly why, is that we have a consensus report that we're coming out with for the premium area, and I'm going to be doing a free 3-day for everybody on the consensus. So I want you guys to make sure that you get it. So if you don't tune in the show when I announce how to get it, or something happens, you can't watch the show, or you're not able to get it, if you get the newsletter, at least you'll have it, the information on how to get the free 3 days of the consensus report. I'm not going to be constantly doing giveaways and things like that. I don't believe in discounting giveaways. I agree. I believe in fair pricing from the get-go. So, that's basically it. No idea what this guy was talking about. Don't understand it. Yeah, I was going to go play golf, and my wife was like, you should stay home, because she saw how mad I was. It was just crabby. But anyways, hopefully you guys have a good day. Maybe we'll come back on at halftime of some of these NBA games. I'll be in the studio shooting videos probably pretty early today, so I'll have a chance to do that. Yeah, I'd go with that right there. No problem. I like that. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a fun half hour. It went fast. Yes, he does, but we're going to be doing more stuff together, Tony and I, and he's going to be hosting our afternoon show without me. Him and Dana are going to, but it's going to be under my brand. So Tony is going to, we have some stuff, a lot more stuff that we're going to be doing together. He does promote his own stuff on his own YouTube channel. I like to think that mine's better, but I'm sure Tony will say that his is better, but I don't think he really sees it as a competition. Darvish, which is odd for me to say. Now, I think, as you guys saw this morning, I think that I do enough of the live video and the regular videos that adding another hour show at noon my time, 6 o'clock Eastern time is just a little too much. I'll still be on there. I'll still be on from time to time. I'm just not going to be the host and just sitting there, which is basically what I've been doing, is just sitting there while Tony interviews the guest, right? So it's like there's no point of me sitting there the whole time. I don't do anything. Anyways, anything else anybody got? All right, cool enough. Just wanted to come back. Good to see you guys as always. I appreciate every one of you, and I will probably see you guys in a few hours. We'll do maybe some halftime stuff of some of these games, maybe Thunder Rockets. We'll have to see how it goes. I'll talk to you guys later.